Good evening, everybody. Tonight, I have the pleasure to introduce one of our B2 students. He is going to present a very interesting topic today. So, please, Daniel, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Daniel Poveda. I'm in B2 level of ILC, and now I'm going to talk about paintball. Paintball was originally created by two people that saw a meteor marking trees and some animals, so they had the idea to make teams and use that kind of guns that used little balls with paint in them and compressed air. So they could have a competitive game with other people. The most common rules are that you cannot shoot too close from other people because it will make injuries. The second most common rule is that you cannot use gunpowder because it's too strong. That could make an explosion and make injuries. Also because it's not allowed. Um, the third most commonly rule is that if you get shot in the head or in the chest, etc., you get eliminated and get out of the game. The most common game modes are the normal one, that it's two teams fighting each other to see who will win. If one team gets eliminated completely, the other wins. One other most common game mode is capture the flag. That is mostly in four teams. That each team has a flag and the other has to capture them and make them through his base. And another game mode is activate the bomb. That a team has to arm a bomb in the other team, and the others have to stop them and not letting them do that. The most commonly used weapons are the marking machines that use little paintballs with paint in them and compressed air that makes the paintball go 150 kilometers by hour. Another weapons are the machine gun and the rocket launcher. The machine gun uses like 900 paintballs per minute. That is mostly commonly used in big games and not small ones because in big games there are more people and more paint. And the rocket launchers are more complicated because the ball, the bullets are handmade and it's hard to make them. Another thing are the grenades that have two parts, the inside and the outside. The outside is too weak to say that thing. The inside has a chemical that makes contact with water mixed with paint, and it makes so much pressure that the grenade explodes and makes people out of the game. Finally, the most commonly used accessories are a camouflage suit and a mask to protect the face. The camouflage suit has a compartment to save the walkie-talkies that are mostly used in big games because you can communicate with other teammates that are far away. Another thing are fake knives that are mostly made with sponge, so you eliminate the function to shoot close to players and get out yourself of the game. Finally, the last thing is this little compartment that are to save paintballs that is mostly used with the players that use the machine gun because the machine gun needs a lot of air and paintballs. So that's it.
Thank you for your wonderful presentation, Daniel. Now I have some questions for you. Why did you choose this topic?
I choose this topic because my dad has a big paintball club in here and in Colombia. So I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to make honor from my dad.
Alright, perfect. How do you play paintball?
You play paintball mostly in authorized camps because there you cannot break any windows or etc. You need a camouflage suit, compressed hair, and pants to play.
What is the objective of the game?
The most common objective is to eliminate the other team, or is capture the flag, get all the flags of the other teams.
What equipment should I wear if I'm playing paintball?
The obligatory equipment is the camouflage suit that makes the paintballs to reduce damage. Another are obviously the marking machines and paintballs and compressed hair.
And how many players are usually on a team?
In small games, each team has from 4 to 7. And in big games, there are like 25 for each team.
Alright, perfect. You were talking about like the modes of paintball, right? Can you explain me more about it? What types of games can you play in paintball?
Another kind of game modes are catch the criminal or something like that. That you have to rescue a criminal that is on a specific part of the map and make it from in your base. So the other team has to stop you from getting him to your base.
Are there any places to play paintball in Ambato? If yes, tell me where.
There are here in Ambato there are like 5 places. The two I know, one is in a forest near to a farm, and another is in a terrain from one of my dad's friends.
Have you ever played paintball?
Yeah, like 10 times. Mostly I play here in Ecuador because in Colombia is go through the airport, playing a lot of things. I played with my dad like 1 or 2 years ago.
And how was your experience playing paintball?
It was so intense. You could feel the adrenaline in all you.
Is paintball a sport?
Mostly in Colombia. close because it could come anybody from the other team and kill the other team in seconds.
Good. What age do you think that is the appropriate for playing paintball?
Mm, the appropriate thing is to have the right equipment. Make sure you are not hurt because paint can infect sometimes not always, but if there are uh, cheap paintballs, it can have strange things inside them, so it could be worse than just an injury.
Yeah, that's right. It is necessary to have any special skill to play this sport?
No, not at all. You can easily play without a skill. So, if you practice, of course, you will know how to play. So, it's not usually how to. You will need how to play on that. The most common skill is only just know how to hide and run with all that equipment on the grounds.
Why do you think people enjoy playing paintball?
Some people enjoy playing paintball because it's like war and it's like that. So they enjoy playing like that. So they like the idea of like a war happening there. So they just like that.
Good. At the beginning of the presentation, you mentioned that paintball was created by two people. What are the names of those two people?
Don't actually know. I only saw that two people saw a military marking trees and animals in a camp or forest, and they decided to create the idea of paintball.
Oh, but that's really interesting. And what do you think about the use of paintball in training for military police?
Mm, the paintball is mostly introduced by militaries because they simulate the thing that you're in a war and with fake bullets and it's like a fake war, so it's not any injury at all, only if you shoot near people, but that's another thing. And it's mostly like another thing that militaries have.
All right, perfect. Can you explain me what are the dangerous parts of playing paintball?
The dangerous parts is that the bullet goes 150 kilometers an hour. So if you get shoot too close, you will get an injury in that part. So it hurts a lot. But if you get shoot far away, you it don't explode and that. But if you get shoot behind the head, it could make a worse injury because it hurts a lot on this part. It's painted and and the person who shot gets out of the game immediately.
And in if a case of emergency, are there any people who can help you?
Yes, actually, if they have an emergency of a person injured or another thing, they can call 911 or go with the person that is injured to the hospital, because if the paintball is in the leg or any part of the body, it could it could infect the injury.
Good. How do you think that the environment, like a forest or a field, affect the game?
In the forest affects a lot because there are more hiding spots and people can camouflage within the grass and sometimes in the trees. But in a field, they only put like some little walls made of wood and some unused wheels that are old and not longer used.
Good. Do you recommend paintball to others? Why or why not?
Yes, actually, I recommend people to play paintball because it's an easy sport to learn how to play and to play actually. So people can just try it. So it's a great sport to play, but if you are scared of the bullets, that's not my problem.
Okay. What is your favorite memory playing paintball?
Oh, my favorite memory is that one time my dad organized a big game that were like 100 people in there. So the team of my dad won, and they had medals, a reward that was a compressor that makes the compressed air, and a box full of paintballs. So I watched him to play, and it was a lot.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Perfect. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. That's all. Okay, I'll now say goodbye.
Goodbye.